Welcome to the Coin Post. They were promising a price of $100 for the Polkadot cryptocurrency, but it's only $48 so far. Still, the project continues to evolve and has got an interesting partnership, thanks to which it can open access to social network number one in the world, which is Facebook, of course. Today our video will be dedicated to Polkadot. We will review the latest news and discuss the prospects of a price increase in the near future and in the long run. And those who keep Polkadot in their portfolio or are just going to buy it, hit the like button right now so that YouTube promotes this video and more people find out about this project. So, let's get started. Experimental blockchain Diem and node provider Polkadot have partnered to bridge Polkadot and Facebook's crypto project Diem. That's how the headline sounds in the media, but somehow it didn't get enough attention, and maybe it should have. Let me explain here. Diem is a future stablecoin and payment network, which was formerly called Libra and is actually a cryptocurrency project from Facebook. The Libra project was announced in the summer of 2019. It was originally planned as a stablecoin with a basket of national currencies, such as the dollar, the euro, the pound, and others. Its developers were pretty ambitious, as Libra payments were going to be added to the world's leading social network, Facebook. According to the data of 2017, Facebook had 2.5 billion users. And today this number has increased significantly, especially given the pandemic and the transition of the entire planet to remote jobs. The announcement of Libra literally blew up the crypto industry, but regulators were afraid to put billions of people's finances in the hands of a private corporation. So Libra began to have trouble with the US and EU authorities. They were pressed seriously, and they had to promise not to launch anything until they had all the proper permits. Then there were long negotiations, and it looked like Facebook almost made a deal. In May 2021, it was revealed that Libra was rebranding and becoming Diem, returning to the United States jurisdiction and intending to issue a stablecoin, backed up exclusively by the dollar. What does it have to do with Polkadot? Well, the Diem project is centralized but still suitable for the use outside of Facebook. Diem decided to solve this problem. They decided to create an alternative network like Diem, but already decentralized, with blackjack and so on. It can be used to take a Facebook stablecoin and transfer it to another blockchain to, for example, apply it to trade or earn money through DeFi projects. And the first blockchain like that will be Polkadot. I mean, this is big news. The question is, why didn't it affect the price? I'm gonna try and answer this question next. And if you haven't liked this video yet, do it for me, please. As of today, I'm not just trying to deliver you the news. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it and share my opinion with you. To explain the current price of Polkadot, let's first look at Elon Musk's Twitter, and especially his profile picture, or more precisely the reflection in his glasses. Now, you can pause the video and check the price of Dogecoin. There was a small pump, but all Elon Musk could do was keep the price above the critical support, while the coin had a huge risk of a 50% collapse. All joking aside, if we take the market controlled by Bitcoin, which is perfectly evident from the altcoin season index, pumps on the good news almost don't work. They have some influence on the price, but it's not even 50% or more. So we have to consider this news story in the long run. When we see the launch of the Diem stablecoin and the bridge between it and Polkadot, that's when the price will react properly. Ideally, the Bitcoin bull market would have to return by that time too. I can't tell you about the timeframes yet, but I can share the latest news with you. In the United States, they are talking a lot about stablecoins, so Yale University and the Federal Reserve have prepared a paper to evaluate this type of cryptocurrency. They described them as a threat to the financial system, but they've also offered a risk-free option, issuing through a bank and using the US Treasury bonds as a collateral. Facebook already has a partnership with Silvergate, Now, all that remains to do is to get the right collateral that regulators will be comfortable with. Coincidence or not, US Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen met with the president's working group on financial markets to discuss the role of stablecoins in the financial system. Of course, I don't expect them to immediately approve of Facebook's stablecoin. But the process is on, and the question is placed on the agenda. And more importantly, there is a way to make it legitimate. It seems to me a good sign for Facebook, Polkadot, and cryptocurrency overall. Although it's worth making a reservation, it's possible that after the launch of Diem, no one will be allowed to build bridges with them and deploy in DeFi so as not to annoy the authorities. But the answer to this question will only come later. In the meantime, there is an interesting price prediction, according to which, in the short term, Polkadot is oversold and is now making a U-turn for a small local growth. It's about a buy signal, but I'll remind you that it's not financial advice, just like the video in general. If the Polkadot price exceeds $13, the upward trend will go on, with a target of $16. I would add that it would be perfect to boost the Bitcoin price up to at least $33,000 to make this prediction come true. I guess it's hard for many people to look at the price of Bitcoin and other altcoins right now, but the market has collapsed before and it's always rewarded those who had the patience. And of course, don't forget that it's easier to cope together, so join our community and subscribe to the channel. In conclusion, there is two more essential news stories. The first is a grant for Aster Network to take the big step in zero-knowledge ZK projects and scalability solutions. This technology was created by the developers of the Zcash private cryptocurrency, and with ZK proofs without disclosing any information. There's only the fact of the transaction, while all the data about it, like the sender, the receiver, and the sum, are hidden from an outsider. As it turned out, this is not only a cool solution in terms of privacy, but also allows to scale the blockchain, because it stores much less data and it speeds up transactions. They're going to upgrade the Ethereum network on the basis of ZK proofs, and now it will be implemented in Polkadot too. Another important piece of information is that lawyer Jeremy Hogan, who is the XRP advocate in the case against the SEC, has evaluated the regulator's possible claims against the Polkadot developers. Based on a danger rating of 1 to 10, with 10 being the most likely, he gave Polkadot a 5 out of 10 danger rating. This is what the lawyer thinks. The Web3 Foundation, which designed and set up the Polkadot platform, had a number of ICOs starting in 2017 and has apparently raised $200 million to date. And to make matters worse, the ICOs took place before the Polkadot platform was fully functional. Not good. This is bad because sales of the DOT coin look more like an investment contract, where buyers are relying on the efforts of others, the developers, to increase the value of the token. But there are also mitigating factors, because the Web3 Foundation is a non-profit organization based in Switzerland, where the American SEC is having trouble reaching. In addition, during the ICO, there was a ban on the sale of tokens to the residents of China and the US. So much of it will depend on how the standoff between the SEC and Ripple ends. If the authorities take over, they will have an appetite to sue the developers of other cryptocurrencies too. And so the situation should be closely monitored. If you watched this video till the end and if you found it useful and fascinating, share it with your friends please. And of course, don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment. That's all I have. Thanks for watching. It's the Coin Post channel. Subscribe and earn.